Okay, so I need to be honest with you about something. Everyone who knows me thinks I have my life completely figured out. Like, I have my notes color coded, my desk is clean, I'm always on time, I drink water, I work out sometimes. My Instagram story makes it look like I'm thriving, right? But what nobody sees is that, 3 weeks ago, I was genuinely considering dropping out. Not because school was hard, but because I was so internally destroyed that I couldn't figure out how to keep going. I was literally just pretending every single day. And then I realized something that changed everything. Nobody actually cares if you have your life together on the inside. They only see the outside. And if you can make the outside look like it's together, your brain starts to believe it. And then you can actually survive long enough to fix what's broken on the inside. So, over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you my 6 step routine for looking absolutely fine while you're quietly drowning. And I promise you, if you do even one of these things differently tonight, tomorrow will feel different. Not better necessarily, just less impossible. Let's go. First thing, the 5 minute power reset. And I'm not talking about some wellness guru bullshit where you wake up at 5 a.m. and meditate for an hour. That's not real life. Here's what actually works. When you wake up, you have 5 minutes. That's it. First minute, cold water. Like, really cold. On your face, your neck, your wrists. I know it sounds annoying, but it's literally telling your nervous system, hey, we're awake now, we're doing this. Your body needs that signal. When you're already falling apart, your brain is foggy and slow and heavy. Cold water cuts through that. It's like a reset button for your whole system. Minute two, drink water. Just one glass, not coffee yet. I know you want coffee, have coffee after, but your body is dehydrated when you wake up, which makes depression and anxiety worse. Scientifically worse. One glass of water, it takes 30 seconds and it changes your entire biochemistry. Minute three, get dressed. Not into comfortable clothes, not into something you've been wearing for 3 days. Actually, change your outfit. Even if it's just changing into different sweatpants and a hoodie that doesn't have stains on it. Your brain doesn't know the difference between I look put together and I am put together. It's the same neural pathway. The moment you put on something clean, your brain shifts. You feel different. You act different. Minutes 4 and 5, face wash and deodorant. That's it. Not a whole routine, just basic hygiene. But here's why this matters. When you're struggling mentally, your body deteriorates. You don't shower, you don't take care of yourself. Do this 5 minute reset. I'm serious, every single morning, even when you don't want to, especially when you don't want to. Now, the second thing that changed my life was what I call the 3 thing rule. When you're overwhelmed, everything feels equally important and equally impossible at the same time, right? You have 20 things to do and you're so paralyzed by the list that you end up doing nothing except lying in bed, refreshing your phone for 4 hours. I know this because I was doing this literally every day. So here's the shift. You only get 3 things today, not 10, not everything on your to-do list. 3. And here's how you pick them. One thing that matters to you personally, one thing that matters to someone else, and one thing that matters to your health. That could be finishing one section of an assignment that's actually important to you, texting a friend back who you've been ignoring, and eating actual food that's not just coffee and energy drinks. Or it could be working on a passion project, calling your mom, and taking a walk. The point is 3 things, only 3. Because here's what happens when you do 3 things. You actually complete them, and then you get to feel like you accomplished something today. Not like you survived, actually accomplished something, and that feeling, that win, it rewires your brain. It makes you feel more capable, and tomorrow you wake up feeling like you can maybe do this again. But if you're sitting here thinking, okay, but I have 15 things due this week, and you're telling me to only do 3 things a day? Yeah, I am. Because you doing 3 things consistently is way better than you doing nothing while you spiral about all 15 things. Start with 3. Third thing, you need one corner in your life that looks perfect. I'm not talking about your whole room, just one corner. Your desk, a shelf, the corner of your bed, somewhere that people can see. And here's exactly what goes there. A water bottle, a notebook and a pen, a plant, or literally anything that's alive. And your phone on, do not disturb. That's it. Why? Because when you look at that space, your brain registers capability. That's a person who has their life together. That's a person who's functioning. And your brain doesn't know that the rest of your room is a disaster and you haven't done laundry in 2 weeks. Your brain just sees that one clean corner and thinks, okay, we're handling this. And then other people come over and they see that one perfect corner and they think you have it together. So now they're treating you like someone who has it together, and you're performing like someone who has it together. And it's all kind of fake, but also kind of real because you're literally creating the conditions for yourself to actually handle things. Fourth thing, the shutdown ritual. This is the one that actually saved me because I was literally never stopping. I would work until midnight, then I'd scroll on my phone until 2 a.m., then I'd lie awake anxious for 2 hours, and then I'd wake up exhausted and do it all over again. So here's what you do 10 minutes before you want to stop working, or 10 minutes before bed, or whenever. You write down 3 things. What you did today, like actually accomplished. What you're going to do tomorrow. And one thing you're grateful for. Even if it's tiny, like, I'm grateful I didn't die today, is valid. This takes 8 minutes. You're literally just writing a few sentences. But here's why it matters. Your nervous system doesn't have an off button. It doesn't know that work time is over unless you tell it. So when you write down what you accomplished, you're telling your brain, hey, we did something, we can stop now. When you write down tomorrow's plan, you're telling your brain, okay, we know what's happening next, so you don't have to keep worrying about everything. And when you write down something you're grateful for, even if it's stupid, you're literally rewiring your anxiety response. Your brain's job is to keep you safe, and it thinks the way to keep you safe is to worry about everything all the time. But when you show it that you survived today, you have a plan for tomorrow, and there are actually good things happening. It can relax. It can actually shut down. This ritual probably saved my life, and I'm not being dramatic. Fifth thing, 3 appearance things that take literally 2 minutes. 1, wash your face. Not a whole skincare routine, just water and 1 cleanser, 30 seconds. 2, deodorant, come on. 3, 1 accessory that feels like you, a ring, a chain, a hat, a bracelet, something that makes you feel like yourself instead of just like a shell of a person going through the motions. Why? Because when you're falling apart internally, you start looking like you're falling apart externally. Your hair gets greasy, your clothes get gross, you stop wearing anything that makes you feel like you. And then you look in the mirror and it's like, oh wow, I look as bad as I feel, which makes everything worse. But when you do these 3 tiny things, suddenly you're not just a depressed blob anymore. You're a person, you've got like edges, you've got identity. You look at yourself and you're like, okay, I'm doing the thing, I'm still in the game. And that visual shift hits different. 6th and final thing, you have to tell one actual person how you're really doing. Not a vague tweet, not a sad Instagram story where you're fishing for likes. You actually tell someone the truth. A friend, a family member, a counselor, doesn't matter, but you say it out loud. I'm not doing great right now. I'm overwhelmed and I don't know how to handle it. I'm falling apart. Whatever's true. And here's why. The quiet overwhelm gets louder the longer you keep it quiet. You're sitting in it by yourself, catastrophizing, thinking you're the only one who's struggling, thinking there's something wrong with you specifically. But the moment you say it to someone else, it becomes smaller. It becomes real instead of just this nightmare in your head. Plus, you get support, or at least you get witnessed. Someone knows you're struggling, and that changes something in your nervous system. It's like, okay, I'm not doing this alone. But here's the thing, and this is important. This routine, these 6 things, they're not the solution. They're a bridge. They're what you do while you're figuring out actual solutions. If you're genuinely drowning, if these things help a little bit, but you're still like fundamentally not okay, then you need to reach out to someone who can actually help. A counselor, a therapist, a doctor, someone real. This routine is for the quiet overwhelm. The thing where you're managing, but you're managing barely and you're tired. But if it's not manageable anymore, you need actual support. That's not weakness. That's the only smart move. Okay, so real talk for a second. I know that maybe this all sounds like I'm trying to sell you some like self-care wellness thing, but I'm really not. I'm telling you, your brain is lying to you about your situation. It's telling you that you need to have it together completely, and if you don't, you're failing. That's not true. What's true is you can look like you have it together while you're falling apart. And that looking like it is actually a tool. It's not fake. It's not toxic productivity. It's you creating the conditions for yourself to survive until things get better. And things do get better. But you have to survive the in-between. So here's what I want you to do. Tonight, pick one thing. Just one. The 5-minute reset. The 3-thing rule. The shutdown ritual. The put-together corner. Pick whichever one feels like it could actually help you. Tomorrow, notice how different you feel. And then maybe do another one. This isn't about becoming perfect. It's about becoming functional. It's about telling yourself, I'm worth 2 minutes of care and I can do three things and I can survive today. Drop a comment and tell me, what's the one thing that's been making you feel like you're drowning? Not like in a fishing way. Like, genuinely. What's the weight you're carrying right now? Because I'm telling you, everyone watching this is carrying something, and you're not alone in it. This community is literally full of people who look like they have it together, but they're quietly falling apart. So let's fall apart together. Let's figure it out together. Let's level up, not because we're trying to be perfect, but because we deserve to feel okay. You've got this, I promise. Start tonight.